Hello. Good morning, good afternoon to you on Instagram, on Facebook. Uh, Let me make sure we're live here. Yay. Okay, good. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're joining in from. I am joining you from the inside of our truck. Don't worry, I'm not driving. We're actually on our way to Apple Hill. Those of you in Northern California, you know exactly where I'm talking about. Apple Hill, full of, I think, around 50 apple farms for us to go and explore. And yes, we're still on Whole 30. So we'll be doing fresh apples and fresh apple squeeze juice. um, okay, so we've got an amazing topic today. And I want you to listen to this quote I heard recently. I've got weird stuff happening with my hair. Okay. I listened to this quote here I heard recently. Pain in your body is not your body's way of saying it's deficient in acetaminophen. Did you catch that? Pain in your body is not your body's way of saying, help, I'm deficient in acetaminophen. Okay, so tell me your thoughts on that quote. Just put them in the comments. If you're new with me, my name is Amy Miller. I'm a crunchy mom, researcher of all things natural for a little over a decade. And together with my husband, we are the founders of Three Life Essentials, just really promoting and advocating wellness for you. For those in our Three Life Essentials community, we are advocates of wellness for you in your spiritual lives, in your healthcare, and in your lifestyle. That's our job. And our whole team is on a mission to be advocates for wellness as we help others. And so this is Free Friday. This is our weekly series on Fridays to experience freedom, experience life more fully, more abundantly. And today we're going to be pain-free. We're going to be mentally free. We're going to be free from hallucinations even. Free to simplify your health. How many of you feel like you need to simplify your health? Yes, raise your hand. Free to even save money. Yes, I know we all want to do that. Free to make informed decisions. So last year, or actually around this time, we talked on Free Fridays about the buzz that was surrounding this newly sourced Copaiba, or Copaiba, like you would say it, where it's sourced in Brazil, along with its benefits and some amazing stories about it. But now we want to spend a few minutes comparing Copaiba or Copaiba and CBD. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. So, and if you want to see that first discussion that we had on Copaiba, you can go back to our blog at threelifeessentials.com/resources, and you can find that there. I have a gift for those of you who are joining in just at the beginning. If you would like some additional Copaiba resources and some specific protocols to help with your body's inflammatory response, respiratory response, overall immune support, and some protocols, I want you to just type in the comments Copaiba or more Copaiba resources, and I will hook you up with some of those. Okay, so we're going to talk about CBD and Copaiba and why do we even compare the two of them. We're going to talk a little bit about purity and potency differences, some price differences, and then 5 ways that you can use Copaiba and how you can get actually this Copaiba and Copaiba Softgels, how you can get them for free in your home this month. I already got these for free myself just the other day. So what do you already know about Copaiba or Copaiba? How is it benefiting you? Just comment below if you have been utilizing Copaiba in your home, maybe over the last year. Just put those in the comments below. I'd love to hear how it's benefiting you, and I'll share with you at the end how I'm using it. But there's been a lot of excitement over Copaiba and CBD because they both interact with the endocannabinoid system in the body. And if some of you are like, the endo what? Yeah, I was like that too, because I thought I remember learning about body systems in school, and that was not one of them. because it's a newer discovered body system. And so some of you may have not studied this in school, but because they both interact with this system, people naturally want to compare the two. Um, I'm not going to go into details about the endocannabinoid system, except for the fact that it's very supportive to the immune system. But it's hard to compare the two, the essential oil and CBD, because Copaiba is an essential oil from the Copaiba tree resin. Okay. And CBD is a plant extract from the cannabis plant. So, and it's often mixed with a carrier oil like olive oil. Now, Copaiba has some advantages and benefits that can't be achieved with CBD. Um, so what does the endocannabinoid system do? I'm not going to go a whole lot into this, but it's our body system that helps to stabilize our body. It helps to bring it back to homeostasis, so bring balance back into your body. There are CB1 receptors, and then there are CB2 receptors. CB1 receptors, we're not going to really focus on. CB2 receptors are more of like the immune system. Now, there are some plants that have cannabinoids in them. There are a couple of the plants left my mind right now. But there are plants that have cannabinoids in them, and there are also essential oils that have cannabinoids in them. Melissa, black pepper, copaiba are all and have those in them. Copaiba has the highest amount of cannabinoids. Now, Copaiba works directly with the CB2 receptors. CBD works indirectly with those receptors. And if you want some more research on that, just let me know and I'll share those with you also in the resources. But there are also some purity and some potency differences. Now, doTERRA and I are not necessarily opposed to the idea of CBD oil, but it's not something that doTERRA is going to be providing right now for several reasons. Number one, there's some unique challenges with regards to how it's analyzed right now. There are some regulatory challenges. There are issues across it. It's not something that's legal across the board. And there are issues that as doTERRA representatives, we are going to be sticking with the guidelines. We're not going to be willing to take risks with our customers and our reputation by doing that. And also, the biggest reason why is it doesn't meet our CPTG standards. Regardless of what's trendy or what's out there everywhere, we're not going to go against those standards, and we're not concerned with what everybody else is doing. So, but here's what's interesting. Copaiba is not just another essential oil. It is a special and unique blend of 4 different species from the Copaiba plant, the tree resin. I challenge you to go find Copaiba essential oil anywhere else like this. What this does is it creates uniqueness and depth in its benefits and the diversity of the oil. Those of you who are plant experts, master gardeners, you know that every species of a plant, of a tree, for in this case, yields different benefits. And so when we have 4 different species in this, it allows us to benefit better in the body. It's unique in the marketplace. And we compared last year through science and through pathways where it works, that there's no comparison. We are leading from the front with this. It is nearly 100% sesquiterpenes. I think I give myself a check mark for using my big word for today, right? You're like, all that means is it's going to give different outcomes in the body. For instance, you're going to get longer lasting benefits in the body from this. So Now, again, if you're still wondering, like, what does Copaiba even do? How, go back to our blog from last year, or you can even find it on our YouTube channel, 3 Life Essentials, and you can see our video that we talked more in depth about just how Copaiba functions. But let's talk about some price differences. Copaiba in and of itself is extremely cost effective, especially using it in the way that we want to use it with consistency. If the endocannabinoid system is as important as we all believe it is, regardless of what position we take within the process, whether we're a fan of one versus the other, what we're looking for is consistency. And so the cost difference between the two is substantial, because what the little that we know now currently about dosage with CBD suggests that the cost for it would be excess of well over $100 per day. And that doesn't make any sense. It's not sustainable. And so what we get is product delivery in small amounts. And we don't, what you get with CBD is inconsistent product delivery with small amounts, and you're not getting the efficacy. With Copaiba, it is 14 cents per drop, and we're using only 1 or 2 drops at a time. So, from soothing discomfort to easing anxious feelings to promoting the health of just about every system in your body, Copaiba is a superstar among essential oils. So let me show you really quickly. I'm going to share my screen here with you so that you can see. Dr. David Hill shared some of this at doTERRA's recent convention, as well as he has shared this online, along with Scott Johnson, Dr. Tim Lee, and Dr. Andrew Goff. In fact, you can see Dr. Tim Lee's research recently in PubMed, and I can share that with you if you don't want to go search on PubMed for it. I can share that with you. So just type in the comments and I'll share it with you. These are 3 of the physicians. Well, actually, Scott A. Johnson is not a physician, but two of the physicians, and then Dr. David Hill, that also shared many of their perspectives on Copaiba, and then also Dr. Andrew Goff. Those of you, if you're just joining me now, go back to the beginning after the replay, or if you're joining on the replay. At the beginning, I shared with you how you can get some of his resources, which is specific to patients that he's been working with, as well as some specific protocols that I can share with you. So we already talked a little bit about this. If you want to screenshot this, you can. Those of you on Instagram, you're not seeing this, but this is just a little bit about endocannabinoids and the difference between those that are produced by the body, and then phytocannabinoids, which are produced by plants, and then synthetic cannabinoids, which are produced by humans, and how those help the body. And then here's some of the Copaiba advantages. We talked about how last year how Copaiba contains beta caryophyllene, which directly binds with those CB2 receptors. And that direct binding is what changes the cell's function. And so, you guys, what does that mean to you? What that means to you in your practical daily life is, if you're changing your cells, you're changing your whole body. CBD only indirectly affects that endocannabinoid system. Copaiba is costing less, and in fact, the Journal of American Medical Association in 2017 reported that 69% of CBD products were mislabeled, that they actually had less, they did not have the amount of CBD in them that they reported on the label. You can go look that up, the Journal of American Medical Association in 2017. You can go look that up. Safety wise, legality, you guys can see that. You can screenshot, those of you who are seeing that on Facebook. But I'm going to share with you now 5 ways that you can use it in your daily life. Okay. first thing in the morning. I like to put a little dropper top on this, or you can use it just this way, 1 to 3 drops of Copaiba under your tongue, just like that. I got one that dripped. 14 cents, not as big of a deal as if you're losing your CBD. Can support the health of your circulatory system, your digestive system, your nervous system, your respiratory system, and your immune function. It impacts that many systems in the body. Or you can keep it simple with Copaiba Softgels. I'll see this has a flip top. They're super easy and convenient to use. They're teeny tiny. These are carrageenan free. These are not coated with carrageenan. You can take them internally like that to address all the health benefits. You can massage Copaiba into your shoulders, your neck, wherever you need that targeted support, relief. Sometimes I've needed it here when we were painting, or if I'm using movements over and over and over, I'll put it topically here. Do you have skin? Yes. You can put a drop of Copaiba in your facial moisturizer to reduce any appearances of blemishes, keep your skin looking healthier and clear. If you're feeling all the feels, yes, then you can diffuse this oil to really create kind of an environment free of anxiousness, more tranquility. Okay. How do I personally use Copaiba? I put it sometimes along with a few other oils in a vegetable capsule, and it's allowed me to be able to overcome any kind of painful experiences, especially post-surgical pain, any of those kinds of things. I love it for that. I love to apply it topically when there's been a little bit of pain. And even one of my youngest, he finds that it relaxes him at night, especially if he's having trouble sleeping. So let's consider all the factors here. I want to share a quote with you from Dr. David Hill. And he says that, so when I look at all of these factors, right, all of them are critical in our minds. Price, which gives us the ability for consistency of use, right? Potency and purity, which gives us confidence that within its use and gives us the assurance that we're going to receive the maximum benefit. And then the pathway and understanding that comes from not just having the confidence in the Copaiba essential oil, but also knowing what exactly it's going to do for us, right? To me, that seems like something that we should all gravitate to, regardless of what we think otherwise. Copaiba is an essential oil that Dr. Hill said, I believe, is at the crux and at the core of what we need to do on a daily basis, and to help us maintain our health, to support and sustain the body and all the things that it must do, and especially in the environments that we now live that are so challenging. So Dr. Hill said, I have a quick invitation to you to learn about Copaiba essential oil, learn how to use it, learn how to incorporate it. And he said it's one of his favorite essential oils. So if you are new to essential oils or new to doTERRA, connect with the wellness advocate who's helping you and ask them how to get started. This is how you can actually get Copaiba and Copaiba Softgels and yellow mandarin, a 5 milliliter bottle of yellow mandarin oil, which is not an oil that you can purchase. I'm not going to share a whole lot about its benefits right now for sake of time, but you can actually get all 3 of those for free this month with any 200-point order or more. That includes anybody who is new and ordering. That includes myself. If you're a customer like I am, you can get them free as well. So don't forget to go back to the beginning and grab that tips on how you can get those Copaiba resources from me. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Free Friday. We hope you really enjoyed this. Don't forget to share this with your friends. Click that share button who could benefit from this, and turn on your notifications right now wherever you are watching this so that you can always find this and get back to it. We're so happy you tuned in. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.